Hey Jake, you ready to work on the next episode yet?
Yeah, sure. We were gonna do 50-cent bulletproof, right?
Yeah, but that's dumb. It's Garfield. It's got cats and pasta and everything, and people love Garfield, and it's great.
Well?
Do it!
Oh, hey, Shia. To be honest, I kind of forgot you were there.
Just do it! Calm down, even Steven.
Alright, hold on. Why don't we all just cool our jets? We can go get some tacos and worry about this tomorrow.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!
Okay, alright. Jeez.
What are you waiting for? Do it!
Now hold on a second.
No!
Breathe, Transformers. As I was saying, why do we need to rush into it now? I mean, we just did the last video less than a month ago, you know?
You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there!
He has a point, Matt. This may very well be the single most intense motivational speech of all time.
Just do it!
And who knows? Maybe somebody will actually watch this one.
Nothing is impossible!
Ham and cheese.
Hey, how's it going? Mountain high, valley low, river wide. I'm Jake Templeton.
And I'm Matt.
Today's a special day. It marks the first of many, many times we will inevitably disappoint someone.
Like our parents.
Indeed, I once told someone that this episode was going to be on 50-cent bulletproof. I lied, it's not.
Garfield, Lasagna World Tour. For the Play Center too.
Since this is a licensed game, I'd normally give some backstory or something like that here. But I don't really think that's necessary this time. It's Garfield. He's an orange cat who eats pasta and hates Mondays.
I'm Garfield, and I hate Mondays. Meow. Oh!
That's pretty much it.
Here's a fun fact. Garfield was actually named after James A. Garfield, the 20th President of the United States. He really loved lasagna and was assassinated on a Monday by a man named Jonathan Odie.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Jake, I don't even know his cat.
Alright, let's see what the back of the box can tell us. Well, first off, let's just take a moment to appreciate this gorgeously pixelated image of Garfield's in-game render. It's also on the disc. We learn that not only is Garfield back wackier and funnier than ever, but that there are 10 levels of lasagna-munching action. You can ride on Odie the dog's back with hilarious results, obtain some hilarious superpowers, and even switch to multiplayer to make mini-games into family games. Well, this game came out in 2008. That's 2 years after the PS3 and Wii were released, and 3 years after the Xbox 360. Now, you'd think that'd be an automatic death sentence or something, but the PS2 lasted until something like 2013, and a lot of quality games came out after the PS3 took over. Those include, let's see, Persona 4 and the B-movie video game? What the... Matt, did you write this list?
I like bees.
Why'd you put Persona 4 in there? You don't even like RPGs. You hate them.
I like bees.
Those were the only 2 games you put on the list.
Jake, bees.
Okay. Let's check out the opening cutscene.
You know, I really like you, and that's an understatement, but you'll have to leave for reasons of state. Okay, well, it's really for reasons of stomach, but what? Odie, my cake! Treachery. This crime deserves the most severe punishment. What? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? A big treasure hunt? With a lifetime worth of lasagna as a reward? Do you realize? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, forget it and follow me.
Wait, who the hell is this? Well, we looked all over the internet and couldn't figure out anything about him. At all. Not even a name. For this reason, he will be known as Jerome. You may also have noticed the voice acting. Specifically, you may have noticed that it's amazing. Seriously top quality here. You really get what you're paying for.
We paid $5 for this game at Gaming Grounds in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. This is an ad.
Let's hear some more of the wonderful $5 voice acting.
Okay, let's go. We're on our way to the treasure hunt store. We'll need a radar device to find the clues.
Yes, the treasure hunt store. Let's do that. So, when the game finally decides to give you control after standing there awkwardly for a few seconds, you'll notice that Garfield actually controls pretty well. He's got a spinning kick straight out of Jak and Daxter, and a jump straight out of, well, it actually doesn't remind me of anything. It sounds like he's in pain every time he jumps, though. You'll also notice that the camera controls are reversed, and there's nothing in the options menu to invert them. Yep, 2008. The year of the Dark Knight, the Beijing Olympics, and video game cameras that tended to actually do what you want them to. This game has none of those things. It does, however, take a page out of J.J. Abrams' book and throws in a copious amount of lens flares.
Sir, there's a ship heading right for us.
Also, you start with 9 lives. That's actually pretty clever. So we try to go down the obviously open road, and a truck nearly runs us over. The game slides over another comic panel to suggest we check out some stacked crates. It does this a lot, by the way. Thing is, the truck hardly takes up all of the road. There's clearly plenty of room to walk past, so we try again. At this point, the game just tells us, no, seriously, go check out those boxes. They look awesome, so we go to check out the boxes. Before we can get close enough to jump on them, though, Garfield stops us and explains the following.
I wouldn't say that, but my highly developed musculature means I can jump and cling on like a wildcat. Okay, so I don't jump very high, or very far, but that's normal. I'd hurt myself if I fell from a great height.
Ha! Hilarious. Anyway, onward.
Deep down, I'm a delicate and sensitive little creature. Only kidding. A refined...
You, trying to say something there, Garfield? Okay. So there's a not-so-hidden key, and that opens a nearby gate. That's pretty much half of what the game is. That and kicking dogs.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
That's honestly all you really need to know about this thing. We find a couple of the costumes, which, if you recall, are supposed to give us hilarious superpowers. They're more like mildly useful abilities, and I do mean mild. The cowboy gets a gun, but it's only good for popping balloons. If you try to shoot enemies, it does nothing. The soccer player, known on the back of the box as the footballer for some reason, kicks Odie, who will do anything to please Garfield. There are a couple more, but we'll go over those when we get to them. At the end of the level, we make it to the poorly named treasure hunt store and steal some sort of radar or metal detector or something. I don't know. Upon exiting, we're met by good old Jerome and his trusty dog, Lisa. We're thrown into a boss fight, I guess, against some Japanese dog. All you do is press buttons to a QuickTime prompt. It comes out of nowhere, but it's pretty easy to win. After sending him back to Japan, I guess, Jerome and Lisa give chase. And Crash Bandicoot level. After running and dying a few times, we make it to the park. Or the public garden, whatever. And this happens.
Look, Odie, a new clue. Isn't that an incredible coincidence? I was really worried we'd have to go to Egypt this time. Ah, the snakes, the heat, the sand in your eyes. Just thinking about it makes me want to go back to sleep.
Okay, hold on. I'm confused. Are we going to Egypt or not?
Did you not watch that cutscene, Jake? It seemed pretty clear to me. Psh. Hi, I'm Matt. the dumb one. And if you like that, then you'll definitely need to check out Gaming Grounds in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. This ad has been brought to you by Gaming Grounds in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. This is an ad. I'm just kidding. That was a lie. We have no sponsors.
We go to Egypt. There's a turban. And jumping snakes. And racism. We make our way through the level without much trouble, aside from a few cryptic puzzles. There's a spot where we have to use Odie to dig up a key. We must have been standing in the wrong place or something because the key clipped through the wall. After trying everything we could think of, we had to die multiple times until we got the best game over screen ever. Speaking of death, Garfield always has something witty to say after he kicks the bucket. Yes, after he dies.
Are you sure you play using your hands?
Fuck you, Garfield! After replaying the level and getting to the end, we find the clue, but not before Jerome and Lisa push a boulder at us, and Indiana Jones Crash Bandicoot level. The clue we found before we were so rudely interrupted tells us to go to Mexico. We conveniently land in a crate heading to Mexico. Now we're in Mexico.
What are the odds?
In Mexico, there's a bottle of hot sauce that turns Garfield into a chef who doubles as a flamethrower because reasons. The way this works is that Garfield snaps his neck and breathes fire, because chef. Naturally, this does nothing to enemies. Mexico also has snakes. Dogs and snakes. Only enemies in this game. Here's something important about the costumes. Getting hit reverts you back to normal. As we were running back to pick up the chef costume again, Garfield suddenly started flying.
I believe I can fly.
Odie also became magical. Must be something in the water. More on that in a moment. It's been a moment. The two characters fall in some water that causes them to switch bodies because more reasons. And Jerome, I guess. After being Odie, we become Garfield again, go through the exact same areas again, and get a clue. Again. And suddenly we're in Italy with no explanation. Italy is nothing new. There's water. There's water in other levels, but there's more water here. Anyway, here's what happens when you find the clue.
Look, Odie, the bottle only contains a short message. If the lasagna doesn't come to you, you have to go to the lasagna.
Yep, the entire game up to now was pointless, because science. We did some stupid pointless shit in America, then get in a truck. The truck takes us to A. Garfield's house, B. Garfield's house, or C. Garfield's house. The answer is D. Garfield's house. Yes, the entire game has been pointless. We get a key that Garfield somehow knows is for
The lasagna factory in the town.
In other words, if they had simply used the treasure detector around town before heading to Egypt, they would have found the treasure they were looking for. And yeah, I know. Why would they bother using it at home if they already knew they were going to Egypt? To which I would respond,
Jake, I think I can cover all the bases for you. Bees.
Then this happens.
Them again.
So here we are, the first boss fight of the game. The Japanese dog doesn't count because he appears as a regular enemy throughout the game, becoming more and more tedious with each encounter. Not harder, mind you, just more tedious. You beat Jerome by tricking Lisa into charging at some explosive barrels. The fight follows the Mario rule in that 3 hits ends it. Jerome runs off and comes back in a mech. I don't know where the mech came from, I don't know how he could afford it, let alone hide it, but he has it. You just jump over some fire rings, kick Odie at him 3 times, and you win. That's it. That's the whole game. One boss fight. Afterwards, Garfield is rewarded with nothing. Odie hides the key in his doghouse, which is in plain sight, by the way, and that's it. Roll credits. Now, of course, that's not everything. There's also multiplayer, but to be honest, I really don't think we need to cover that.
Jake, the only reason you don't want to go over that part of the game is because I beat you.
Damn it. Fine. Multiplayer is dumb. You can play as Jerome or like a million Garfields. The games suck. The points are arbitrarily rewarded, and Matt beat me, but I don't think that's much of an achievement given the circumstances. How's that?
Subpar.
Well, that's Garfield Lasagna World Tour. On a scale of Garfield's owner John to Bill Murray, we're going to give this game a rating of lasagna munching action. We'll see you next time. Hey, welcome to the end of the episode. If you liked it, you can check out our first episode on the Reservoir Dogs game here. You can also see our channel trailer here because, you know, why not? If you're into social media, too bad. We only do Twitter. That's what these are. Anyway, subscribe. Or don't if that's not your thing. I don't really care. Okay, bye.
I'm a cat. I don't even know this cat. What am I supposed to know? What am I supposed to know this cat? This cat I don't even know. Jake's cat. Jake I don't even know his cat. Jake I don't even know his cat. Jake I don't even know his cat.
Jesus Christ, get off my back.
Jesus Christ. Get off my back. Okay.